scaling the southern border. A 19-year-old Honduran mother gave birth on U.S. soil.
That's right. As the national debate over birthright citizenship escalates, what happens next to this family?
All right, let's bring in immigration attorney Linda Vega. First off, Linda, let's put birthright citizenship and that debate aside for a second. Just bring us through the process of what they will do now, because she's here illegally, the baby's born here.
Hi, good morning. Yes.
Morning.
What happens now is she will be processed either to determine whether she has a credible fear to remain in the United States for a political asylum claim, which is the only claim she has at this point. Now, it's discretionary with her deportation officer whether or not she's credible. If she's found not to be credible, she then goes before an immigration judge to determine whether she's credible to remain in the United States. But even if she's determined credible, that could take months or years until they possibly get to her case.
What if they say she's not credible? Does she have to go back to her country? What about her baby?
Well, if she's found not credible, then she has the option to argue that case before an immigration judge. And if the judge finds her not to be credible, she's deported at that point. Now, even though the baby's born on U.S. soil, it's a U.S. citizen, but the baby has to go back with her at that point.
Right.
Unless the baby becomes a ward of the state.
And, of course, this could take a very long time, could take years, in fact. But, Linda,
Yes.
according to the reporting by the Associated Press that we looked at yesterday, it said that she was happy. She felt that having a baby in the United States was a big reward for having made this long journey through Mexico from Honduras. But she also wanted to be reunited with her family in Columbus, Ohio. That is not a reason for asylum.
No, not at all. And that's a misconception a lot of these people have. They have a fear, but whether or not they can provide evidence for that fear, whether they're persecuted for a political group, social group, national origin, or religion, is very difficult for them because they come to the United States without any evidence at all. But because of the backlog in immigration court, they would be allowed to stay in the United States until their case is pending.
So she's got a plan, and this is the plan that's been executed over and over again. And when that child becomes, let's say, 14 or 15, he will have no problem coming to this country. If he's forced back to Central or South America, he'll have no problem getting back to this country because they'll say, oh, you're an American citizen, correct?
Correct, yes. And it won't be until he's 21 years old
21,
where
okay.
he can adjust his family. So it's a long way away, but nevertheless.
Through chain migration, he can bring his family and
Correct. Through chain migration, he can apply for his mother, his father, his brothers and sisters.
And
correct.
of course,
that is correct.
Real briefly, if anybody doesn't, there are people who don't like this aspect of the immigration law. If you don't like it, you got to change the law because that's just the way it is right now.